Discouragement in the call goes hand in hand with those who are called. Oh my gosh, y'all. I want to read a little bit from today's devotional because it is what God has been doing in my life, where He's been speaking. And I just love when I have these moments of like, yes, God, thank you for this encouragement and reminding me that this is how things operate in the kingdom. And so the theme is individual discouragement and personal growth. And it says, Moses saw the oppression of his people and was certain that he was the one to deliver them. But after he'd struck his first blow for God and for righteousness, God allowed him to be driven into blank discouragement. God sent Moses into the desert to tend sheep, then left him there for 40 years, y'all. When at the end of the 40 years, God reappeared and told Moses, now go and bring forth your people. Moses was baffled. He's like, who am I that I should go? He'd forgotten what he knew in the beginning, which was that he was the man God had chosen. Moses had always been the right person for the job, but before he could actually do the job, he had to be trained and disciplined. He was not fully prepared for his work until he had learned communion with God. And isn't that just it, y'all? Where it's like God will give us this calling and we'll see it clearly and we'll say, yes, I know God has placed, this purpose on my life and I'm going to walk into it. And then we walk into it, trials, tribulations, hail, lightning, thunder. We get hurt. We get laughed at. We get bruised. We get confused. And we're like, what's going on? And then we're in this wilderness. And maybe we're there, not just for a day, not just for a week, not just for a month, but Moses was there for 40 years, y'all. And imagine what that does to you, right? So it's like you had this clear vision and now you're just like 40 years in this wilderness. I can't even trust myself anymore, right? And that's what Moses did. So when God came and said to him, come and go, that calling is yours and now you're ready, Moses felt, just like he wasn't enough. And he said, who am I that I should go? And that's when we need to pull from the well of God's strength and power and the authority we've been given and say, I am who I am has sent me, right? And to walk with that full authority. And it's just such an amazing reminder that I'm just really grateful for. And it ends with, if you are going through a time of discouragement, take heart. There is a time of great personal growth ahead. And so I just wanted to remind you that discouragement happens to those who are called, but not because we are to be discouraged and it's not our calling, but so that God can help us rely on Him, not our own strength, right? It's